Time, another place, and once again I see your face. Managed to see another high, illusion of the evening lights. You see, the time is running, a distant moon is shining. Young hearts are still burning from eternal love. Only in my dreams I see you here. Only in my dreams you're here. You hear my calling. Only in my dreams we kiss the dawn. And only in my dreams I'm not so late. Another score, another lie. We're gonna break tomorrow's night. Inside the heart of every street, we raise the power of the peace. You see a million stars are falling, and all the gates are turning. Just find a way and reach the top from the darkness of my mind. Only in my dreams I see you here. Only.
Oh boy, hey everybody. Welcome to another edition of Cyberpunk Bartender Action va-11 Hall A. In my research about the rent situation, I discovered that I am actually very close to the end of the game, so we might even be finishing today. In fact, I might just make it a slightly longer stream and burn through any mouth fatigue I get from reading all these lines to finish it up in one go. So I shouldn't panic so much about my, hold on one second. Disable. There we go. Shouldn't panic so much about my rent situation. I still have quote-unquote extra content, but you know, we'll see about that. In the end, we'll see how things work out for us, but for the moment, I am fairly content to keep going and not worry about my rent so much. I mean, I'm still going to try and make as much money per day as I can to see if I can't make the rent money naturally, but whoo boy. So, as you can see, rent is due in 2 days, and we have half the amount we need. So, we'll see how that works out. First space colony develop plans to develop its own army. No. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, the place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. First space colony, Sheen Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army following alleged threats from notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private video stream. The terrorist group does not exist. Don't let Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Speed bump? What are you crying about? Hold on, guys. Adjust the table. Apologize for the noise. Bumpers, what are you doing? What's the matter? Huh? Doing? Are you upset that I'm streaming? Noisy little bump. HP bump. Woman marries anime pillow? Nobody is actually surprised. Remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where we can just plug into the internet and live there as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a little object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain, generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Wanna marry me? I can't marry my own son. Oh, Jesus. What am I doing? Trying to get comfortable here. Eek, the final remaster leads the video game charts. Newest remaster of 2016's Yeek, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 33.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Oh, this is so... Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remastered. Full chart including lifetime sales. Eek, the final remaster, 3.5 million new. Hatsune Miku Project Remastered, 1.5 million new. Sting's Face Remastered, 950,000 new. Water Pro Wrestling G, you mean Fire Pro, 500k, 650k. Dang it, Ron Paul. Ugh. I'm sure these jokes were pretty fresh when the game came out. Boy, I can't help but notice how dated they feel now. And also just laughing at how much of a critical shitfest Eek became when it finally released. I'm sure there's people out there that like this game. I'm sure there's people that enjoy being wrong. Alright, anything on the others? Nope. Just the Nano Camo app staring at me and laughing at me for having indulged and being pretty much the sole reason I can't make rent. Anyways, let's go to work. Speed up, come on. Speed on. Speed on. How about you stay up here with me, huh? And quit messing around with stuff, huh? Ah, there we go. Ah, Jill, I'm about to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dog? Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more than when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By the way, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yeah. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. As far as I understand, those are made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here? I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. There's explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now give me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Of course we're making it a big one. Still in this for the money. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, can I not make this big? Or did I go about this incorrectly? Oh, I don't think I can make this big. Yeah, I do not have enough space to double those ingredients. Speedmop, what are you doing? Let's see where your toy is. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna try and get Speedbump's toy to distract her with, since she is getting into stuff she should not be getting into. Speedbump, look what I have. Yes! You love this thing! The toy she loves so much, that's really just a piece of paracord. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. Really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, make me sound like a savage. It'd be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest you try the suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Yes, let's. Suplex, I believe I can make big. Eight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hell yeah. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie. You are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I need to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection. Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. 5 hours, you're trapped into bed with a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. Feel them in your eyes and your gums and your toes, everywhere. After that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What do you have, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. Hey, at least if I give him more chemistry, he might tip better. Here. Yeah, I love these. Looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in your body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please, come again. Oh, dang it. There we are. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you got him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Yeah. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? They always put... That way you'll be in a good mood, too. Oh, Jill, your sense of humor is something, alright. There we go. Shut up, Kurzwave. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So it'll put you in a good mood. Oh yeah, that. Today my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of the parking lot. And to top it all, she forgot to even bring the kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court, and the judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they come back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump into the highway. So Eva comes and says, and makes sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but Alma, that's actually a really fucked up thing to say to someone. Holy shit, who wrote that line? That's kind of fucked up. I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen, and we stopped playing, and she had other things she wanted to do. I can forgive all that, I mean, the age difference and all. There's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she had said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that I finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her so much as a kid admired as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. Yeah, I've been able to forgive her for after 40 years? Hey, not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather 40 years? How old is Alma? Diana who said all these things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah? I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must feel really bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? Same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Brantini for a story. Hate having to do this the slow way. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. No! Go away. Oh, hell no. This is a story of a girl who grew up disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon, it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, that girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can do right now, all I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. After the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. Sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Anna, shh. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, can I lift your sweater? Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I mean, I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. Point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage, lots of it. Can I change the channel again? Hooray! Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Here, man, I am going crazy, aren't I? Four. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I got distracted by something. Here. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers or sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister, she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister, too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be there. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. Ah, you were here? You were quite absorbed in your conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you. Didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Oh, home key. It's less chilly today. Jill, kid's looking for you. Oh shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. Phew. You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Ah, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to college, to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Careful. Oh, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Janes can't have alcohol in them, so I can still make it big. Six. Thanks. Hey Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted to, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character, I don't know. What are you? You girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Do me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. I guess this is how they get around not having an actual customer to serve drinks to in this segment. She's a gremlin's what she is. I don't know if I'd say cute describes her. What did I just get? Hold on, someone pushed something under the door. What the fuck is this? A Uline catalog? Do we have this? I'm confused. I'm gonna have to ask Xander about that when I get home. We got a Uline catalog in the mail. If you don't know what that is, they're basically like package organization, like pallet jacks, things like that. I'm baffled as to why we got a catalog from them. That's so weird. Thanks. Would you line up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There! She changed the layout, or not the layout, but the user interface look. Can't see anything. Sure? Yep. Weird. Oh, fuck, where? There's Speedbot Store. Nobody expects the Dorth Inquisition! Dorth Inquisition... missed my tongue! Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Ahem. Hi. Hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Fluffy dream for Dorothy on the go. Yes, the spare tongue. I got that. She absolutely would keep one. Thanks! Oh yeah, before you leave. What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be there then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneeze. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. Just gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher on the hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. Sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey, Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? You see my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? You know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears looks like a cat's, but the word boomer seems out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. The Yamazaki Romanova treatment. Why isn't Sid in my chat? If you're scratching your head, that's a that plus calling them boomers is a reference to Bubblegum Crisis. Yamazaki and Romanova are the surnames of two characters in Bubblegum Crisis. And I don't think it's coincidence that they're being used in the same thing. Bubblegum Crisis, if you've never heard of it, is a influential, goofy little cyberpunk anime that came out. It was an OVA in like the late 80s, I think. And then it had a revival series that was kind of weird in the 2000s. It's good. You should look it up. Was it the Romaneko Yamada treatment? The Roma... Well, let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that researcher had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it, at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record on not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovic. Was it Stengovic? Let's call it Stengovic for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stengovic funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia There's another... Sylvia is another, Bubblegum Crisis reference. The girl, Sylvia Stengovic, didn't die. She became a living testament of a scientific breakthrough. Then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and it created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. But it quickly passed and the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions. Speed bump. Speed bump. Bumpers, speaking of cat protrusions, you are in a space you should not be, blocking my view of the TV. Keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on her head were ears, right? Sure, they can move because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. Still surprised me a bit though. The biggest mutation to get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. Really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry. I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. Keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in my mind. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stengovic. Eh? I just remembered, Sylvia Stengovic was around my age when I was a teen. There was some TV special featuring her. And I just remembered I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm up for the day. Does that mean Jill's a furry? Alright, careful out there. I didn't make near enough money today. I'm screwed. Can't believe anime gave Jill a bi-awakening. Yeah, well, since I'm screwed anyways, I might as well buy the poster. Let's get a save real quick. Let's go ahead and take over that file too. Is this any good? I need a place to unline after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is in need just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. Oh, so never been there. I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? I just heard from the distance. So is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. So I'm full of myself. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-depreciating thread? Don't dress in white nights and don't go after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bringing a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour. You used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now you visit to take them out. Now I want to take them out. Do while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving our city. I'll assume we won't even be able to escape. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, just PM'd you a good dealer. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. Let's read the news. BTC closing 40% of its bars in... Oh, yeah. Wait. Birth rates decrease on youth. Prefers Lil and Company. Oh, no. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke, but the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates were beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie Mae, a 17... a 17-year-old student agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You could just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. Expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Being along with a little one can get tiring, though. Don't say that around Dorothy. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. I'd like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitz City so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitz City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks with sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail and is punishment for using that abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want? Or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitz City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitz City. Speed bump, get off of that. So that's what BTC stands for. Speed bump. Why are you being naughty, huh? Oh. Living rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband most of half its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitz City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC just got too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Late to the party, Augmented Eye. Alright, let's go to work. There we go. I'm putting the fucking anime on. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? Oh wait, no, Jill was saying that. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I was in Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Do you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his. A girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, excuse me. Oh no, don't tell Mario. I was gonna say, like, they sunk my ship. Gil with a crush, huh? Don't know who you are. Oh my god. Hey Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stock woman incoming. Door's open. Go ahead, door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Ah, this hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. Oh, Mr. Donovan, please don't tell me you're stalking Kiramiki. That's weird. Don't be weird. Why is he being so weird? Here. This seems right. Paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? Ah, damn, I need water. Yes, Pinkpop, I need water. Shady page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things? Of course I do. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls, in an unpleasant way. Saipatsu Corp and Company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole still in one piece. BTC has been Speed bump. Speed bump. Why are you being a little shit? Why are you hiding behind the TV? Why are you doing anything right now? Why are you making me chase you? Come on. Come on. I mean, he made me chase you. Yeah. Viva. What's your problem? Viva. There you go. That got your attention. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. Last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention there are like 100 people that have BTC certificates that never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, should have ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright kid, let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break from routine from time to time. Moonblast? That's a new one for him. Sweet, girly, and happy. Holy shit. Or make this one big. The kids would use my points for something. I mean, you have enough points to do the game change one too. I mean, as long as you're using it on something we're not particularly invested in. I don't think anyone cares if you use those. I mean, they're there to be used. And if we're like, no, we won't switch games, you'll have your points refunded. Here. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So... what brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilin coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her. Oh, God. Ugh. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fucking curious as shit right now. I didn't want to know any of that. Any of it. I want to know just how detailed those King Class CH-1A models are, personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. Ugh. 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 You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off to the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilim isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Let's just give him a pile driver, literally. Can I please? Can I please just give him an actual pile driver? Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left.
Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Your sister likes that video.
Oh, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk.
Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos.
How nice of you.
It's nothing, really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet?
Sure. So I don't want something sweet. So I want the most expensive sweet drink. Which, if I remember right, is... not the Sparkle Star. The Rush is 100. Berries 170. 80. 250. Brand 20. So yeah, we're getting their brand teeny. There we go. Here.
Thanks.
So did you know why Donovan was following you?
I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him.
I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you.
You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship.
Wait, you are?
It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now.
Really?
We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that, and after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, and it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise.
I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately.
Really?
Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing.
I don't like the term fan too much. It struck me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier, more pretentious image of me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music?
To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but a few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it.
So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea?
Let me see. Something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. So something bitter but girly. Sunshine Cloud. Yeah, it's gotta be the Sunshine Cloud, huh? This drink riddle wasn't too hard, but just to make sure I'm getting it correctly, Cursed Wave. Is the Sunshine Cloud what she's after? I do have another drink available. Wait, do I? That's a store buy? Okay. So I was correct about the Sunshine Cloud then. But otherwise it was something I was supposed to get from the store and just never did. But this will get me the same result, correct? Okay. It's a shame I can't get her the store-buy thing. If only because those are $500. Speed bump. Speed bump, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I could reload. It's not worth it. Here.
Yeah, this works.
Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A, right?
That I am.
Can I ask you something about your model?
Sure.
Are there any differences between you and the DFC-72?
We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the DT-01Ds. We're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice simulators are more advanced, and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say.
Chia. That's dumb.
Ah, I see.
So, anything new for this concert?
Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. But we're always trying to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug.
Ah. So, you know the B-Link girls?
Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are.
Really?
Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy.
Huh, hard to believe. I mean, her image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something.
Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route and becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs.
Oh wait, that's Jill saying that. Whoops, wrong voice. So they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs?
I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkept tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate.
True, I guess.
Well, I've gotta go. But let's have a Sparkle Star first.
Alright, Sparkle Star from Miss Idol. Page 6. Here.
Sparkling! Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill.
Please come again.
Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to meet you. Or see you.
Whoops. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of the boss's chicken buckets. Did boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then.
Right. Greetings. Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with the Bleeding Jane today.
Bleeding Jane for Stella. 2. Six. 4, 6. We're gonna blend it. Here you go.
Thank you.
What brought you here today? Waiting for Say?
I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped by to say hi.
Huh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again.
Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean.
Gil's the one you can owe that to. Guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here.
If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's been out of it today, though.
I see.
Hey, Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city?
Gold rush?
Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of White Knight suits.
I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how's it a gold rush? No more dog urine spell.
Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the event at the bank... Sorry. After the events of the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any White Knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many White Knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Can anyone see a profit net from the research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field, right, with patents to be just open for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit.
Unique?
He had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes.
And what?
They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say that they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put stumbling all over my words. Also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you.
True.
Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. Failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. The regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. Guess even Zaibatsu Corps has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corps because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. They're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. Just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. The corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city of trying to use product placements. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in lots of trouble. Let's not start with them parks, with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. And again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever the council behind Zaibatsu Corps chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is the Zaibatsu Corps is actually doing. Yeah. So what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, Hin what? Ahem. Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. She's a nerd.
She's a secret nerd! Here. Thanks. So, I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets to the Kiramiki Encore. Blech. Oh my god, I'm just stumbling all over my words. Managed to nab a couple of tickets to the Kiramiki Encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised that she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite a graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing that claim, yeah, she's so nice to everyone. It's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to... Oops, sorry, kicked the table. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. He has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. More importantly, Daddy? Ahem. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? Not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. It'd be a surprise at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cape. Or hairdo and a cape. Hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the Sableline with Save with her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you give me a classic drink? Sure. Want something classic. Most expensive classic thing on the menu. Probably gonna be the beer? Yeah, it's gonna be the beer. Dang it. Ah! I'll try my mouse. Here. Thank you. Do you have any servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you, and everyone wins. He even had a younger gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. Just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? You're trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. The patent would be in the database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention, they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside those suits. So the ones that were upholding the wall did so using suits that are by all means illegal?
The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say?
Why would it though? Or why do it though?
When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All the power makes you think you're above every law there is.
This city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money?
I think we've all done things that we're not too proud of at some point in our lives.
Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma.
No hello?
You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you?
It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold.
First the greeting stopped, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom! Total anarchy! You're exaggerating.
Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time.
Fucking Alma.
Hello, Jill.
Once upon a midnight jury, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping on my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, "only this and nothing more."
You overdid it. You totally overdid it.
Quoth the bartender, I did not.
So you like poetry?
I had a phase. Can I get you something?
Let's start with a big cobalt velvet.
Sure. Actually asking for it to be big. No, C for cobalt velvet. There we go. Oh yeah, I should add 4 Adelhide. It's gonna mess that up otherwise. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells?
Wow, you went pale.
No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today my daily card readings told me I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into an occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog! No evidence should be left! I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill, relax. It's not like you still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Shadowmaster 69. Oh gosh, that makes certain Aphenglom things seem even better. Gods no, I gave up on that whole occult stuff. It's just I remember all that stuff is... I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why did you do this to me? Why did you dig out my sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. Just use a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. Why don't you do that page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism, and wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kind of almost accomplished that in middle school, which, well, still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I asked though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read it as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up things a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. Sugar rush, are they trending now or something? Let's just fill out that rest of that with alcohol. Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You've dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such, and that I've introduced to my family and all. First one was in high school. I broke with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. Second one was during my freshman year. I broke with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit and before you know it... Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along perfectly well and we had awesome chemistry, and I truly loved him. As time went on, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. Didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if there's part of me that wanted me to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he changed his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Sure. Yeah, I'll be here. 1, 2, 4. Wait, too many. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question, and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're just saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation then. I'll gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question is why did you get your hands chopped? Heh, chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. First is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. There's other utilities like how I can interface with any devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there's small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How'd your family take the operation? We took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Did you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if they were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. But if a cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as their original hand, no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about that comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I got to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Eh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it! Surprise! Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Well, there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. It's not like the brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read though. I see. Don't give me that look, it's not my fault you convince yourself you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. Dang it, that's not what I meant to click on. Dang it. There we go. All done. I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? I'd have been while he was out. True. Hey boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am? Yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you can solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? Everyone keeps using these fucking weeb terms around Jill, and she's so lost. But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, it just so happens to use fights as an expression. Might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Fuckboy! 8th grade what? Oh hey, I made quite a bit of money today. Oh, but not enough. I would have made it. Fuck. The alley where you found me is pretty comfortable. Quiet, you.
Name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. I think it's actually called Valhalla. Funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyways, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called Neon District? At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back. But once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. Bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. Look forward to visiting again. The drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made with real alcohol. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism hotspot. Thing is, I'm pretty sure when I saved last, it was after I'd bought the thing. Let's make a quick save. Yeah, I had already bought the thing. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not cutting me off, but it just means I can't avoid being distracted. Sam Fighters crowns a new heavyweight champion. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday, with the giant Yusuke taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. Jushin Thunder Liger, thank you. After previous champion 6'6" American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex for the 3 count. During an interview with AE, Giant Yusuke told us through a translator that he's waiting for 6'6" American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I can beat him clean. So exciting, if only you understand what's going on. After the Great Earthquake, salvage agents are the new rage. The Great Earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected new profession, salvage agents. Summeraki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the augmented eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas several kilometers below the ocean's surface, that's something that gets you, you know? Millions lived there before that great earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in Tanegashima Island in Japan. And Australia? Australia is a tad more complicated than that. Some more world building there. New Lilim regulations. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights as to sustain long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It's unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. People look more robot-like by the day, too. I mean, she's got a point about, like, augmentations there. Alright. Oh man, my nose is stopped up. Alright, let's go to work. Evening. Jill, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine.
Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they've been fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't... In any case, congratulations! I've been seeing this happy since, well, ever. Oh no. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place, and shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, flat bartender, if there's... if that's even your real name. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Oh, God. First I missed my rent, now I gotta deal with this. Okay. Do I have something on my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it, the gleam in his eye is unmistakable. Ugh. Whatever, just keep it down. Ah, Jill, you're... Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here! Oh, sorry. I'll be in the back of my office then. Anyway... Time to mix drinks and change lives. You're too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. Eh? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. It was right on the money. Say, that girl... I'm not here! Sorry. Isn't she the one that was passed out last time? Anyways... Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. I'm gonna skip November's rent to pay that mobile game debt. Dang it, just get in there. Four... 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still making them big. For the occasion. Alright. So the girl was actually infatuated with him? You should have seen her scream from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Ugh. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. Speed up, what are you doing? He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beating face is unmistakable. It's the guy who just got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? It's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a bloom light. Alright. Because I'm distracted, Cursewave, can you please write bloom lights and non-alcoholic down for me? So I don't forget? Alright, the bloom light first. Since that's being asked for by name. This be doubled. This looks like it could be. Yeah, this can be doubled. Alright, and non-alcoholic. Getting in the Bleeding Jane. I fucked that up? Oh, I did fuck that up. Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela... I saw where it was going before I even read the rest of the names. Just because it's embedded in my brain. Oh my god. It's a reference to Mambo number 5. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with their mouth open. What do you think, Jill? That must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about the piece of scraps situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? What about... Sneaky. I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. Good start there. Ask her out sometime, get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind, maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Leland. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are human in all but organs nowadays anyways. Even that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans in all but organs. You surely encountered Leland that sometimes forget they're not humans. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them that makes them more interesting. It's odd going to the other cities and not seeing the same integration of Leland, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Leland integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Piano man, piano woman. That was easy. Okay. And you're right, yeah, like I thought distraction would mean like having trouble reading the menus or something, but it's just a matter of remembering what drinks they ordered, because he doesn't remind us. That is really not as bad as I thought it would be. mix. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I normally take the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? Betty, what is that face? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. Mine. Mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't for the life of me leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. It's not a laughing matter. You need some making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something. It's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be there, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Oh, that was her because she's drunk. Yeah, she just got drunk real fast. Party? I'd love to go. I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like that, just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. So she wants something nasty. I shouldn't have skipped October's rent to buy that Wi-Fi router dildo. Oh my god. I'm almost glad I got distracted for these lines. Alright, she wants something nasty. Usually the promo drinks are the nastiest shit we got here. I mean, I got the impression. I didn't need the game to really tell me. The Grizzly Temple definitely sounds like the nastiest thing we got here, but yes or no answer, Cursed Wave, is the Grizzly Temple what we're after here? No. Yes or no. Question, is there a specific drink she's after? Is that drink to be found among the bitter drinks? I mean, I got what you said. Is it among the bitter drinks? Is it the Zen Star? No, but it should be. Curse Wave, give me a hint. Is it the Bloom Light? But wait, you said it wasn't the Grizzly Temple, you said it wasn't the Zen Star, and it's not the Bloom Light, but the Piano Man and the Piano Woman aren't described as nasty. Fuck. Is it the Piano Man? So weird. That is not what I would describe as nasty. Oh wait, yeah, it can't be made big. Here. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Eh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it, no thank you. Well, too late, it's already in your player. How in the ever living fuck did you do that? Magic! That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, I'm assuming if I check the jukebox, our song will be there now. Anyways. I'm not adding it to the playlist because I like the songs I picked out. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time we talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question, where are the dogs? They either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time.
I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. I didn't think about it. Maybe boss just donated money to this Sierra thing. And tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh, well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I missed them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. It's not a newspaper, you know? Or is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service? That's a big fat lie and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing! I meant... So shut that idea up. Yeah. That. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason. I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us a story of who he fucked. So distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but... Then I want to hear it! Well, Kiramiki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? You even have proof like that glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit here and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I'm just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. Really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? I'm gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Alright. Most expensive girly thing on the menu. Wait, no. Which I believe is the Moonblast? No. Okay, I'm getting... This text is distracting me. 70... 70... 50... Oh yeah, it is the most expensive thing. Dang it. Oh, blended, not mixed. Whoops. Here. Phew, let's just chill a bit. Still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Eh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? I am not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun.
Another nuisance shows up.
Haha, Joe hates me.
Not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again.
Boring.
Hey, are you curious, right, about this fuckboy's partner? Wanna know who it was? You know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances.
Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there.
It's nothing, really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey Joe, inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're really calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And once you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Huh. But come on, I'm getting bored on my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know? Mind if I entertain you for a bit then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the Missy here. Alright. Jill, by that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Heh, grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Eh? Actually, you know what? I've been live for about 2 hours. I'm gonna take a quick break before we get into Jill and Gil's little conversation here. Find my image. There we go. I'll be right back with you all, or basically just curse wave. We'll be back and hopefully be finishing this game when we come back, because I'm told I'm near the end. But we'll figure that out. And in the meantime, be right back. We'll see y'all in just a moment.
Another time, another place. And once again I see your face. Managed to see another high. lights. You see, the time is running. A distant moon is shining. Young hearts are still burning from eternal love. Only in my dreams I see you here. Only in my dreams you're here. You hear my calling. Only in my dreams we kiss the dawn. And only in my dreams I'm not so late. Another score, another lie. We're gonna break tomorrow's night. Inside the heart of every street, we raise the power of the peace. You see a million stars are falling, and all the gates are turning. Just find a way and reach the top from the darkness of my mind. Only in my dreams I see you here. Only in my dreams you're here. You hear my calling. Only in my dreams we meet the dawn. And only in my dreams I'm not so time, another place. And once again I see your face. Managed to see another high. Illusion of the evening lights. You see the time is running. A distant moon is shining. Young hearts are still burning from eternal love. Only in my dreams
Alright. Let's get back to it. Where we left off, we just went on break. We're having a conversation with Gil. Oh, I need some water. Ugh. Alright, here we go. One? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. Just sending congratulations your way, though. Bill already said thanks, I guess. So, who was the lucky girl? So, it was a guy? Never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl. And you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? They don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative as long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I get to know... the only way I know to get through to you. Make me sound like a weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night or spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after the Idol girl came yesterday again, looked up her discography, and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the Idol girl, did you? No, why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, just feel weird? Well, that's for the break, let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. Oh, don't start thinking about hooking them up. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then? Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John is the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil? You're making it too obvious. How? What do we have today? I have a gut punch. Coming right... Eh? What? Nothing. Gut punch? For Dorothy? First of all, screw you for drinking something so cheap. Second of all, that is definitely not something she would normally order. Here. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Leland tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking out how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them. Huh. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. That got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know, looking up all that stuff suddenly made me feel... real? It was the opposite of what I felt last time. Felt like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Alright, something sweet. makes you the most expensive sweet thing, which is... Blue Fairy? Oh. I forget what the most expensive... Oh wait, it's the Brandtini. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, moving the table. Imagine it being this easy to get over existential dread. Eh, you know, that's just the benefit of being a robot, I guess. There we go. Here.
Ah, nice.
To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me.
What?
I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would, or even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to start conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers and repeating the same things over and over. It always made me crash back into reality. And think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical, like, you know, getting evicted.
Aw, you flatter me.
Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Leland. Method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If we managed to create biological life years from now, it will have come full circle.
So what should I take from this is... You love me?
Oh, her face! Don't overdo it. Anything else?
Let's go with Sugar Rush.
Alright.
Here. Even in doubt, my love for these is real.
How romantic. So I take it to the solstice problem got solved.
Yep. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian.
Call her mom, nobody's judging you.
My mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button that makes me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Boom! Oh, don't worry, by the way. I'm fine.
Thank God. It's unnatural to see you down like that.
Man, Go-Go was a blast!
Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee?
He's too much of a prick, and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders.
Oh, fuck. Well, I tried, Jill. I'll be in my office.
Cute little girly of them! Cam girl!
Oh, fiddlesticks.
What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. You come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take recommendations from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender! Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please.
Right. Great. These two people should not be together. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So, what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Jan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Jan's awesome mask lies the humble and the Kulchin. Humble? Why not call yourself Streaming Chin? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Nico Chin. I changed websites, so the name fell a bit out of place. Thus, I became Streaming Chin. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes. Then I realized that name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need a cracker shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing in the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send a draft to his lawyer and it had a couple additions, but let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Didn't need to know. Ah, so he used the contract to... Yeah. I'm not reading that line. I mean, you expect certain principles to be upheld even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he... why are they making me read all these lines? If he jacked off into an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts? I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know that they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. I always celebrate with beers, my treat. Alright. 2 big beers, honey. So she's calling me honey now, huh? Two. Four. Here. Cheers! Cheers! Alright, I'm feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge.
I wasn't just gonna stream over the water. I wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in the bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened the hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I have sex in a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through, or I would have surely died. Hey, at least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Ugh, need water. Head hurts. Oh, if our channel gets demonetized, you'll know why. At least last time I had sex in a jacuzzi, my body got so hot, the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in some escapades with the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. And count me in, I've got the perfect stories. Let's be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. Off they go, set loose upon the world. God help us all. At least they look like they're having fun. Method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Are we in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Either I'm getting old or that girl was too much even for me. Haha! And I got an achievement. Hooray! Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true in a bountiful year filled with health and joy. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. No news or anything. So I guess it's nothing but to do it. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. Now I'll go grab some food I've ordered. I only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up by myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If we get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you can do it! Right. Everything's fine. Been avoiding this for all these years, and now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello? Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. welcome to Hey!
You talk first. Hey, go to Kobe Stove. If you're only just now tuning in, I didn't make my rent, but it didn't have a huge impact on the game. It just meant I was distracted that day at work, and it turns out being distracted is actually kind of easy to deal with. In fact, it may be worth some replays just to see what kind of dialogues come up with the various distractions, but for the moment, I'm doing fine. And we're talking to Gabby and hopefully reconciling.
No, well...
Some days ago, I got a letter. Even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister.
What? My sister sent you a letter? It's the first I've heard of it. What did it say?
I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now.
Huh?
I figured I should read it with you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it.
Alright then. Sorry.
Just that?
Yep.
Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back?
This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years of not talking to her, she sends me a letter. Fucking letter of all things. She just says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing?
Sorry. Just remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way.
Like that time where she gave you chocolate labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day? And you were pissed about the lack of the 3. Or that time you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip? She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged about how she knew me like the back of her hand. The letter was supposed to piss me off like that. I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. Did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18. Kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know, I was angered to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Just near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. That even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. The thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was ended up killing her? Nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. The doctor said she might have missed a shot, or shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. They kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. But what ifs won't bring her back. Eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I'd apologized earlier? What if I'd given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? The amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. Here. I can make amends with you. I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now.
No.
Nor she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years.
To face it alone, though. She only...
So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. We're to mourn, let's mourn her together. We're to honor her, we'll do it together.
Together?
Nora was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to try and lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask her, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left?
No.
It didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. You're probably getting audio cough because I'm saying some of the lines that are probably meant to be said quietly, a little quietly, and I'm kind of far from the mic here. Let me adjust my noise filter settings. There we go.
She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but it actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me wanted to put the blame on someone or something. You didn't deserve that. Sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. Both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... Let's just call that water under the bridge, shall we?
Sure?
Of course I am. So how did you find me exactly?
Well, have you heard of the message board called Danger U?
I have, yeah.
Well, the truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day, I had a thread that discussed the bar. Or I read a thread that discussed the bar. The description of the bartender sounded just like you. You mad?
No, not mad. More like dumbfounded?
Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister?
Well, Back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right there and then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me in my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? Hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage.
You were going to get married?
I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly just teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did.
I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college and thanks to being with her. That was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. Would have stopped her once we'd gotten married. What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same even though I'm not in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take the offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It would have been avoided if I just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end. Instead, I kept pushing her. Should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much onto her. Something like that. Nor. They're quite the hotheads. You, me, and my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. Couldn't bring myself to face your sister. I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. We both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over the past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. I told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? Toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me.
Grab this for a sec.
Okay.
Ahem. Lenore, I know you're watching from beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So no doubt, look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had.
Hey!
Want to add anything?
I'll always miss her.
Don't say it to me, say it to her.
That's a bit...
Come on, just this once.
I'll always miss you, sis.
Sis?
Sis, you idiot!
Why did you keep that secret for so long? I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough?
Idiot!
Ah! Hey Jill, promise me you won't ever be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that.
Eh?
You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off, talk it over like the adults we are.
I'm not an adult.
And let's face it, you've been more mature than I have.
Hey,
did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone.
Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast?
Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers.
Cheers.
So... About this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip.
It's not bad.
Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. Might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now.
Right.
Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank?
Oh yeah, that.
It was April Fool's. Should have known better when she offered me apple soda. Put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know... did you know you got my drink that time?
Huh?
They gave me a beer, and it turned out to be apple soda.
Oh. Did you get back at her?
Well... I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. Said, "Do you like eating me for lunch?"
Jill?
I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? I think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who?
Oh, she's my best friend at school.
And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right?
Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise?
True. Will you go to her house afterwards?
To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so...
Well, can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight?
Are you sure?
I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night.
Sure, I'd love to stay with you.
Great. And now you guys know why Gabby is sleeping next to Jill in my splash image. Though I figured that would end up happening at some point in the game. Before you get evicted, at least. Hey, if the landlord comes knocking at the door, pretend we're not here. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? This bread was really good.
Yep, he opened the second branch last year.
So he's looking to expand?
I think he got into a partnership with a friend in the Motor District.
The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. Started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy!" I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as said one too many things argument. Mom was always so obsessed with high society and her circle of friends. Lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sis side of that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. And how did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think? Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. Must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Alma? Oh, that was Alma's voice. Party? Small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to be a burden. Don't worry, you won't. You only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us some time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Get the freaking mouse out of them. There we go. Hooray, everybody! We did it! Ugh. This game was a labor of love by Fernando Damas and Christopher Ortiz, but I knew that much already. There's not much staff to this game, so you know this credit roll is going by as slowly as it can. Without having seen any of the extra content or even the prologue, I can definitely say I appreciated this game. It had some... I mean, it's very, very easy to mess up the most important part of... yeah, I got to keep my fingers. It's easy to mess up the most important part of the visual novel genre, and that's the characters themselves. And I feel like every character, even the minor ones we only met a handful of times, were really well-rounded, well-developed, and interesting to talk to, which in a visual novel is like the most important thing. You don't want your characters to be boring either. A lot of love went into this, and I really appreciate it. There are some times where the writing made me think, boy, you should have had more proofreaders. Not for like typographical errors, but just for like some shit that's just kind of fucked up, and also maybe a little dumb, like the dumb kind of sexism, like that whole conversation about boobs, or God, I'm still thinking about the like make it count because we don't want to deal with the cripple line, and Alma laughing about it. It's like, no, that's a fucked up thing to say about your sister, even if you don't like her. Holy shit, that is really fucked up. And like, I feel like the fact that the game didn't call it out as being fucked up. Did you have fun? Yep, I also get to meet a cat boomer. Why does your boss hug you though? Oh, though this is Jill and Gabby talking. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there.
You're right. Good night, Jill.
We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Gracias, Perche. Wednesday, February 1st.
To think I'd be evicted. They are pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month.
I was 2 months late already, actually.
Oh, Jill. Well, at least it wasn't because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? Right?
About that.
Forget it. I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow we'll regroup and think about what to do next.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here, by the way.
Whoa, your bed is huge!
A queen size.
Considering I lived with a guy for at least 4 years.
You can get lonely. Also really comfortable. Just like single life, I guess.
Hope you don't mind sleeping with me. There's not enough space on the futon for the futon in here.
I haven't slept in a mattress in... for over 2 years now? That can't be good for your back. And bad for my morale. Anyways, good night.
Night-night.
It's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. I don't want to wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if Boss would have let me crash in her place. Oh well, let's just try to sleep a bit and... No, go away. Oh, you piece of fur, don't you dare sleep on my face. Here, you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen on the bar will let you start over from one day, or from day one, or while keeping your items in inventory. Oh, so basically it's just New Game Plus. All right. Well, that was the ending, the prologue ending I got. I'm assuming Gabby was just sleeping on the couch. Skip the intro. Oh, Gabby's in the opening now. Prologue. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a whole set of things we can do for the prologue. I wonder if I shouldn't save that for tomorrow. Yeah, I should save that for tomorrow. Okay, so this isn't the finale. We're gonna do all the extra content tomorrow. In the meantime, let's... Yeah. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't take me... It wouldn't be a very, very quick thing to get through. Didn't read as that. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking through the main scenario of va-11 Hall A with us. Always appreciate y'all hanging out, doing your thing. Let's see who is on to raid. Oh, excuse me. Now let's raid Mayor Words. They're playing Among Us, which is a fun little game I'm sure you've heard of if you've been spending any amount of time on the internet in the past 3 days. And give them a follow and a howdy do for me. We're going to be doing the prologue and perhaps even playing through the other extra content tomorrow for this. If not tomorrow, then the day after that. And once we're done with this, we're going to be starting a playthrough of Chrono Cross, because it is also, in addition to being Chrono Trigger's 25th anniversary this year, it was also Chrono Cross's 20th anniversary. So we're going to be playing both Chrono games. As for the weekends, it's more Yakuza 0, obviously. We'll probably be starting The Witcher 2. And of course, our continuing Silent Hill September atmospheric playthroughs of the Silent Hill games. You can type !SH in the chat to get a lowdown on that, or watch one of our VODs. Oh, thank you. You got me covered there. Anyways, thank you guys again for tuning in. Let's go check out Mayor Wirtz. Do it, you're earning your sword, buddy. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time.